e-Hijrah will be a holistic and integrated view of ICT, bringing together both the structures and essence of ICT. It will be, by its design and name, forward-looking and allow us to get better view of emerging technologies and how most appropriately to infuse, integrate, and implement them into our system. e-Hijrah will allow us to establish organization structures that will enable us to be a more efficient and responsive ministry is required by the e-government strategic plan. e-Hijrah will allow us to better understand rapid changes in technology and their use in education so that we can have a more informed and meaningful conversation with our industry partners. e-Hijrah will allow us to understand risk and expose opportunities with and through technology so that we can align and prioritize those that serve our national interests. As His Majesty noted in his Tita of July the 15th, 2010, the Ministry of Education is reforming the education system, supporting teaching and learning with new techniques, but must also ensure that these are not detracting from bigger national interests. Its core subject and its content must also be prioritized. e-Hijrah will also allow us to strengthen our global network of peers from other education systems so that we can contribute to and learn from the global education ecosystem. In short, e-Hijrah will be a holistic platform for us to use ICT in a transformational manner. Ladies and gentlemen, numerous ministries of education across the world have embarked on a varying degrees of 21st century education reform and transformation with ICT as a key thrust towards knowledge economy development. SPN 21 is no exception, and Hijrah will play a significant role in ensuring that SPN 21 meets its intended goals. Therefore, a single, integrated, and coherent view of all ICT outcomes, priorities, and projects across education in the SPN 21 context will be critical if the transformational potential of ICT is to be achieved. I anticipate that e-Hijrah will not be just another strategic planning document, but it will be a holistic view of ICT in education that will serve as both a living document and guideline for the Ministry of Education and stakeholders in their planning and implementation work. This will enable transformational change in a manner that integrates the ministry and all stakeholders under a unified and disciplined approach to ICT rather than one in which organizational silos operate independently without coordination. This is an important element in the e-Hijrah process and why we are here today. The e-Hijrah blueprint and initiative will not only be looking ahead at least 5 to 8 years and focusing on ICT-rich technology and learning, but also putting in the practices and organization that will enable all stakeholders to be a change-ready and implement innovation continuously. This will allow our entire education system to improve and mature in line with the objective of our strategic plan. Ladies and gentlemen, The e-Hijrah blueprint initiative will embody the following principles that reflect our aspirations, traditions, and strategic objectives. Future-proof. As rapid changes in ICT occur, the Ministry will ensure that e-Hijrah is future-proof and resilient to changes in emerging technology and practices. It's measurable. To ensure maximum return on spending, all components of e-Hijrah implementation will be measurable and benchmarked against global indicators as well as national indicators, the Ministry of Education strategic plan and related objectives, goals and targets. It's innovative-centric. In supporting the National Innovation Agenda, e-Hijrah will focus on innovation as the vehicle for change across the system by emphasizing not just the utilization of ICT, but also the innovative use of technology in education to spur innovative practices. It's transparent engagement to ensure relevance and actionable buy-in. Key stakeholders will be engaged in all e-Hijrah processes, including implementation and future redesign. It's use global best practices to ensure that Brunei ICT initiatives are leading edge and relevant. e-Hijrah will employ global best practices approaches appropriate to the Brunei context. It is also important that Brunei's own best practices be highlighted as strengths of leverage across the system and value in the global education ecosystem. It's grounded in Brunei context and culture. Although ICT is a valuable enabler and key level of development, the foundation of education is grounded on Brunei's unique and timeless social and cultural norms and values. The e-Hijrah will be based in and embellish that context. It's resources focused. While investment in education are priority for national development, they are not limitless. Human and financial resources will be deployed and managed to optimize returns. e-Hijrah will provide the framework to enable detailed prioritization, mapping across the Ministry of Education with resources is a key factor. Ladies and gentlemen, to ensure that e-Hijrah is designed and developed through global best practices, the Ministry has engaged the Global SOF Consulting Group to lead and coordinate the development of e-Hijrah. Key elements in the Global SOF approach are to ensure that the vision for education on which e-Hijrah is based is a Bruneian vision based on consultation across all levels of the system. Secondly, they are also ensuring the transfer of the techniques and activities used in the futuring and design processes to Brunei personnel, such as the facilitators in the upcoming workshops today, so that they can be used in our future planning. The e-Hijrah process is one that engages a wide range of stakeholders throughout the design and implementation. This includes students, teachers, principals, the ministry, and the community, as well as coordinating bodies from e-government and the Prime Minister's Office. This process is a proven an inclusive approach designed to not only produce the strategic blueprint, but also prepare the ministry and stakeholders for implementation and change readiness. In closing, I would like to stress that we now have a tremendous opportunity to leap forward with a number of highly focused developments in organization, processes, and practices under the e-Hijrah umbrella. I urge you to embrace that opportunity in the following ways. First, through e-Hijrah, the ministry will provide the direction, support, and resources, but nothing will happen unless you lead the change directly within your schools and community. Secondly, beginning today, actively and directly participate in the e-Hijrah design process. And finally, as e-Hijrah rolls out, lead the transformation and change during the implementation process. You are both the beneficiaries and owners of e-Hijrah. It is your blueprint and our way forward together. Therefore, I submit to you that our success and our collective ownership of e-Hijrah is essential. It is essential if we are to reach our goals.